what's your benchmarks. I want you to have good arguments for your couple of paragraphs, and most importantly, Ms. Glover wanted me to make sure that you guys know how to read quotes properly. Because believe it or not, knowing how to quote continues for a long time, and into, I think, all the fields, you have to know how to quote. So, in the spirit of that, we're going to play a game. Please put your belongings under your desk. Girls go on this side, guys go on this side. And one of the girls you didn't even know what I was going to do. You don't have to bring anything. Okay, so the point of this game is that you cannot just take a quote out of context. You can't just pluck it out and show it because the context gives you might be a different meaning or something like that. So I'm going to show a quote on the board, and then I will read it, and I will give you 5 seconds to start, I think. Whisper in your groups whether you think it is profound, aka you think, yeah, that sounds about as deep. That sounds really deep. I think that's exactly what it looks like. Or if it's preposterous. Can someone tell me what preposterous means? When I say, ooh, that's preposterous. What does preposterous mean? It means it's ridiculous. Oh, that's ridiculous. I've had people get bonus points for responding that they think it's preposterous in my voice. You want to do that, don't you? So, I read the quote, give you 5 seconds. You decide if it's profound or preposterous, aka, so, the quote, if you think it's preposterous, it has another sentence later that I'm not showing that changes the meaning, or it comes from a weird TV show or movie. That's what if you think it's preposterous means, okay? Okay, get ready to circle up. And the first quote is, being grown up is boring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dudes, what do you think? Preposterous. Oh, preposterous. Girls. Preposterous. It is preposterous. It's from SpongeBob. Give them both a quote. A point. Okay, everything is awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dudettes. Preposterous. It comes from the Lego movie. You're welcome for getting that song stuck in your head.
Oh yeah.
So get a point. Okay. So many things are possible just as long as you don't know they're impossible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dudes. It is profound. It's from the Phantom Toll book. I don't know if you've read it. It's really good. I recommend it. Okay, I think you have plenty of time with 5 seconds. I'm going to decrease it to 3 seconds. Here, decide in 3 seconds. Ready? You don't need brains. 3, 2, 1. Dudes. Preposterous. Yes. Okay. It's preposterous. It's from The Wizard of Oz. The Scarecrow says, can't you give me brains? And the wizard says, you don't need them. You are learning something every day. A baby has brains, but it doesn't know much. See, it changes the meaning. Beauty is found within. 3, 2, 1. Next. Profound? Okay, make sure everybody is getting their voice in. It is profound. It's from the movie. Yeah, feel free to scoot in and
Listen to her.
Oh, 'tis love that makes the world go round. 3, 2, 1. Dudes. Ooh, we have a disagreement.
Oh God, here we go.
It It's preposterous. This is from the book, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. It's when the Duchess says, "Oh, tis love that makes the world go round." And it says, somebody said that it's done by everybody minding their own business. And the Duchess says, "Oh, well, it means much the same thing." So it totally changes the meaning. Okay, next. Curiosity killed the cat. 3, 2, 1. Duets. Little known fact, I didn't actually know that.
That's the dog knowledge.
Curiosity killed the cat, but the rest of that is, but satisfaction brought to the cat. Okay, I think there's one more. You and I don't need to care about the rest of them. 3, 2, 1. Dudes? Yes. Okay, here preposterous and profound. Uh-oh. It's preposterous. It's from The Giver. Jonah says, "You and I don't need to care about the rest of them." The Giver looked at him with a questioning smile. Jonah said, "Of course they needed to care. Is the meaning of everything." Taking a quote out of context completely changes the meaning sometimes. Okay. So please get out your, go back to your seats. And get out your anticipation guide. This is what? She's so kind. Like, if you don't have it, I'll get it. Okay, so important thing to remember about quoting is there's no point in adding a quote if your own argument isn't sound. Like, if you say, okay, here's what I believe, here is why, but it doesn't make any sense, then what's the point of adding a quote? But if you have a really solid argument, you can prove the quote as acts as extra proof. You can go boom, page 23, agrees with me. So, I want to go over the anticipation guide because, was it this class that Ms. Glover kind of went over? Sometimes it's okay to lie, some safety issues, like real world. Okay, I kind of wanted to continue that discussion. I know we've talked about sometimes it's okay to lie a lot, but just real briefly, I want to know who thinks it is never okay. I didn't think so. Nobody has so far. But I just wanted to add, personally, I'm one of those people. I'm a little weird. I think that lying isn't always necessary because language is so expansive that there are a million ways to say something without lying. So, for example, if I asked, "Oh, does this dress make me look fat?" and I could say, "Oh, I just don't think it flatters your body type," instead of, "Yes, you can take it." Sorry, that's harsh. So there are ways that you can avoid lying. So, for example, you use the van, someone comes along in a van and goes, "Hey, are you going somewhere?" And you go, "Yes, my family's right around the corner with their swords and shotguns." That's an okay time to lie, right? What's another situation where it might be okay to lie? Yes. When they ask for your address, yes. Tell them I live at 123 Nowhere Drive. Yes. Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. So, but it's not okay to lie and say you're 23 or something. Okay, I understand what you mean. Okay. I've asked other classes this. Did any of you have a landline where parents or guardians asked you or trained you to say, "I'm sorry," if they're not in the house, "I'm sorry, they're not available right now"? Yeah. Maybe someone knocks on the door and they're not home. You say, "Oh, they're asleep," or "They're in the shower." Yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing, yeah. No one has landlines. So applying it to real world. Let's go to the next one and try to find a real world. Life would be better if there were no pain. Who agrees? You agree. Why? Yeah, thank you. Pain hurts. Yeah, you guys, you all want pain apparently. Well, everybody gets their life. Same? Yeah, pain hurts. That's what I said. Okay. So someone else argue why do we need pain? Yes. 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 Okay. Okay. Let's get some examples. Like, who has found out that a friend was talking about you on friend? So many times. That's pretty painful. So people who lost loved ones, like my parents. Been sick. You know? Broken a bone. Okay. I broke my pinky toe. It is more painful. So why do we need that kind of pain? Because that kind of pain really stinks. Yes. Yeah, yeah, so you learn from that kind of pain, yeah. Kind of what you were saying, you appreciate when you're not having the pain. So like, I can appreciate my one grandma because I've lost my other grandparents. Like I can treasure her more because she's still around. Or something like that. Let's get another one. Life would be better if we can control our climate and weather. Who disagrees? Yeah? Austin disagrees. Why do you disagree?
Because like there would be too many arguments over how to put it on one setting.
Okay. Yeah. All of you have been assuming that like we each could either personally control the weather or the people who are in charge of controlling the weather don't know whether we're like in the party. That's really interesting. Yes. True. That could also be an argument for controlling the weather because, like, this spring, I think lots of flowers bloomed and then it got cold all of a sudden. Yeah.
I would never know what was what.
Good.
One minute it could be like sunny. And
Wait, so
the
is that
next day
your?
it would be like a blizzard, and I'd be like, what?
What if it was
I'd be
like?
lost.
What if you plan out like your snow day is 3 weeks from today, and like that's could be a pro for your board.
Okay.
Is it better for the snow day to be a surprise?
Yes.
Yeah. No?
So you're at school and then you're flying to
Yeah. Okay. Someone likes to be prepared. I get that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's a good point. Like we know we know when the holidays are coming up, don't we? Like there's no surprise. Oh, it's the 25th. Surprise! It's Christmas. That'd be the one reason. To plan out the weather. What about crops? What about? I know we had a drought recently, didn't we? Yeah, a little bit. I know. My friends and I, we went on a little camp out, and we couldn't roast marshmallows because we couldn't light a fire because there's no water. So I kind of would have liked some climate control that would have regulated the rain. But so what about if we could get more food? Is it worth it?
Like when apples start growing, the beer start growing.
I know I like variety of weather. You would know what weather is coming. Oh, let's move on. Ignorance is bliss. It's better to not, it's easier to not know about something.
True.
True, why?
Because you don't want to know everything.
Someone disagree with yes. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss, yes or no?
Well, because like, if you know everything, then you'll get down to yourself and know something bad.
You don't want to look at it. I said true, not said true. I got fear, respect, and like,
So you,
like, you know about a lot of stuff, like what's going on.
so you think you should know?
Wait.
You shouldn't be ignorant, is that what you're
I
saying?
said you shouldn't know. If you did know, you wouldn't do it.
Okay, yeah, I totally understand, yes.
Sorry, don't take this the wrong way, but let's say this is like futurized.
Okay.
Let's go back to that.
Okay, gotcha.
You're probably gonna figure out the way you're gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So, basically,
If you know
set
everything,
your goal away.
Okay, okay. Let me put this another way. Let's take it back to the present. How many of you watch the news? Yeah, that's a fair number. That's a fair number. I'll admit to you, I do not watch the news. I like boring. Okay, it's boring. Well, and it's scary. I personally don't watch it because yeah, it does scare me. Like, that's a kind of self-imposed ignorance. And someone suggested in an earlier class that ignorance comes in a couple of forms. Like, there's good ignorance and bad ignorance. Like, there's some things you just don't need to know about, right? You know, like, I don't need to know that.
When your parents try to sit down and give you the talk.
Exactly.
I don't need to know that. Okay. Okay. Is it better to be part of a group than it is to be alone? I heard it both. Let's say
I'll rather be alone.
okay, why did you say no?
Because you can be affected by peer pressure, and people are mean.
Who said yes? No, yes, you said yes. What?
If you're alone, you have no life, no social life, you can't talk to anybody.
Okay.
So isolated. My life.
I'll just have myself in the corner for the rest of my life.
Depends on the situation. Yeah. Okay. Who is like me where I just like at the end of the day I need alone time. Like it's draining. Yeah. That means you're introverted. Okay. Yeah. Like it means like it's good to be part of a group, but I personally, I need some rest. I need to be by myself. But other people just get energy from being around other people. I don't understand that at all.
Someone make you mad.
Yeah. Okay, one more. How about sometimes there are just too many choices to make, and I'd rather have someone make the choices for me.
Oh, no.
Disagree? Okay, why did you disagree? Okay, that's an interesting, problem. But what if someone, I'm just terrible, like, I'm so bad at making decisions. I'm so bad at making decisions. Like you offer me cake or cookies, and I'm like, I'm gonna spend an hour just deciding which I want. So you working on those votes?
You think it's why they aren't living, take the other.
But okay, what if, guys, what if someone you trust is making the decisions for you? Okay. Why does it depend?
Because if you know the person, like, one of them you have.
Well, we have to trust our parents or guardians. Like the person, like when we're a baby, we don't have, they choose for us.
Exactly. But like the baby food that they give you, then you don't like it, and then they start saying, "But I told you that when you
Shut
show
down,
on, you
girl,
think
it
it
hurts.
Yeah, we don't have like.
exactly. Your brain is still developing.
Okay.
We don't have.
Yeah. What?
I still say no because it's not anyone else's life, it's your own.
Okay. I get you. Yeah. What?
What if like the U.S. citizens got to decide on like when they want to
what about, don't we in a way put our trust in politicians when we vote for them? No. Like that's a kind of government, I know,
Oh, not at all.
I mean, they're making our rules. And no, like, commentary on actual, like, what's happening now, but, like, our system of government is that we are putting the decision to make choices that affect our lives into their hands.
Sometimes it's not even a choice.
No, that's what you do.
They'll turn on you. They will turn on you.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say that they turn on you. Like, you never, like, if you trust someone, they're gonna turn on you.
Oh, that's so terrible. That's
Like, in
so
the middle of the day,
sad.
someone turn on one person, the other person got
Okay, well, I think that was a really good discussion. I want to get those juices flowing for taking your arguments in your rough draft.
I'm never gonna trust you.
So, if you would, please take out the paper that has your 2 quotes. And if it's your rough draft, that's fine. The statement, your 2 quotes. If you don't have who spoke the quote written there, could you write that right now, please? And then if it wasn't someone like a character, then just write down Lois Lowry or the narrator. The author. Okay, now for actually learning how to quote. Introduction.
Amazing.
So, important, later in your academic career, you will learn how to just start a sentence with a quote. But for now, for this assignment in particular, I want you to be sure to use something called an introductory phrase. So, for example, if I am in the cafeteria with, what is your name? Abigail. I'm talking to Abigail. And Abigail goes, oh, how's it going? Oh, look at this awesome lunch I brought. And I go, oh, thy sandwich, oh, doth make my heart glad.
Poetry.
Pure poetry. Yeah,
I
that
hate
sounds
poetry.
crazy.
You know, I
So
hate
instead, if she says, oh, look at this awesome lunch I brought, I could say, as Shakespeare said, thy sandwich doth make my heart happy. Don't use that quote, that's not Shakespeare. So the point is, you need to introduce the quote. You can't just put it in out of nowhere. So, here are a couple of example phrases to use when you're introducing a quote. For example, he stated, or Lily said, or Lois Lowry wrote, or Jonas claims. And you don't necessarily have to use claimed, wrote, said, or stated. You can use whatever word you want. There's so many synonyms for that. Pick one. So, come on. Okay, practice. On the paper that you've got, either flip it or just find a spare. And I want you to practice. I've given you the quote from the game room here. Start with the wizard blank. And introduce, oh, sorry, I forgot a really important thing. Always end with a comma. Always end with a comma, okay? Go ahead and practice. On your own paper. I need some more. The wizard stated, or said, or declared. Be sure to put a comma. Oh, yes. Yes.
Can we have it like after like explain the wizard?
I want it before. I want it before. Just this one. Someone want to give me an example of what they said? Yes.
I said the wizard exclaimed, you don't need
Good. Very good. What does someone else do? Yes. Okay. Yes.
See the play?
No.
Wizard declared.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I did. I said the wizard declared, comma, you don't need brains. So use an introduction for your quotes. Oh, can I get someone to read this for me, please? You raise your hand,
The poem was broken down
it, found on the internet, so they're often untrue. Yeah. Okay, the internet, don't trust the internet. What? Especially if I tell you that it was said by Abraham Lincoln.
That's not true.
I found it on the internet. So.
Internet doesn't know what happened.
Thank you, yes. Yes, exactly. So my point being that you want an introductory phrase, but you also want a page number. Because you're gonna want, that's gonna act as proof, whereas like I can just say, whoever said what, whatever. But if you put a page number, you've got sort of concrete proof that someone can go check it. So, let me show you how to do that. Okay. Going back to the game, you don't, and I don't even care about the rest of them. Jonas says this, so I'm gonna put it. Jonas said, comma, and then the way you're gonna end this. If you have punctuation inside the quotation marks, get rid of it. You do not want, for now. Later it gets tricky, but for now, delete that punctuation. And then, after the quote, put a parenthesis, I'm going to move this up here. Put a parentheses, a P, period, abbreviating page. And then the page number, close the parentheses. And since we started the sentence way out here, outside the quote, we're going to end it outside the quote. And put the period outside the parentheses. Okay? We're going to practice this. Don't worry. Okay. So, that same place where you practiced earlier, I want you to practice with this quote. Oh, 'tis love that makes the world go round. Spoken by the Duchess, introduce using the Duchess, and close it with page 75. Oh, I just told you. Someone give me an example of how they introduce their quote. Yes. Declared, okay, what's another one? Yes. Said the Duchess spoke, works great. Announced, okay. Very good. Double check. I said the Duchess stated. The Duchess stated, comma. Oh, 'tis love that makes the world go round. I took away any punctuation that was here. Parentheses, period, P, period, page number, and punctuation out here. Don't worry, we're gonna keep practicing. So, someone, give me your favorite Star Wars quote.
No,